I was right. I want my credit. Give me my money. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you on wherever you found this video. I'm talking to you. I was right. You were wrong. Donald J. Trump is the undisputed leader, the undisputed champion, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the undisputed leader of the Republican Party. You might think, LOL, isn't Matt Gaetz going to jail for sex crimes? Didn't the guy literally say he's going to plead guilty to it, and he's pleading guilty with half his partners, so Matt Gaetz can't just say none of that happened because the guy is pleading guilty to it happening? Matt Gaetz says Donald J. Trump is the undisputed leader of the Republican Party. So when people were saying Donald J. Trump is Republicanism, Trumpism is Republican. You see why it's hard for people to not call you a Nazi straight up? Do you see why the lines have gotten mixed and your conservative viewpoints are now being mixed in with racist, xenophobic, homophobic? Just kill off a section of the workforce, kill off a section of the country because the dollar matters more. Those are the type of Republicans that run the country. Therefore, if you align yourself with that thought process, you also have to take into account that that is the type of shit that people will associate you with because that is the controlling lead of the party. That's not crazy to you? That's not a problem to you? That's not weird to you? Maybe now you can see why people are saying conservatives aren't getting canceled, dumbasses are getting canceled. You said Gina Carano got fired from Disney for expressing her conservative views, right? You sure it was conservatism? Look at what was actually done. Are those actually views of conservative, like the conservative mindset of the doctrine? Or maybe everybody's using conservatism as a scapegoat to jump into this new realm of something very close, but very far away on the right, and they're using that to fuel up your anger. So that way you can point and say, another conservative got canceled? No. Another person said something stupid which got them fired, and they just so happen to be a conservative. People on the left say dumb shit all the time as well and get fired. But it's not that big of a story because you don't see the left making... The idolization of racism and homophobia as an open topic is something that the left would condemn, so you wouldn't associate it with it. Remember with the free living hippie, free lovey-dovey hippies? Yeah. We want all gay people to have rights. Pride is okay. Think about that. Who's making the argument that that's not happening? Do you know the person that's making the argument that conservatives don't get canceled? What is being said about them that's causing a cancellation of sorts? Ask yourself that question. Is it really about cancellation of conservatives, or is there a certain idea that's being tied to conservatism that you would never agree with? And that's what I want people to think about more. Is why do you think this is happening in the first place? Why do you think Matt Gaetz is getting called out or is about to be prosecuted for sex crimes and he's saying shit like this? Makes sense? This is a short piece. This is why when you talk to people, they immediately say, oh, you're a Nazi, or you're a racist. Oh, another leftist calling me names for my conservative views. Ask yourself what you're saying and if that would align with anything more political or just more things moral. You can be a conservative. That's fine. But conservatism and traditionalism are both economic and religious entities. Identities, sorry. You are talking about gay people, you're talking about trans people not being able to compete in sports because of some shit that you heard on Fox News about something else. And like, there are so many different counterexamples to show you. Are you willing to listen if I were to explain them nicely to you? Because my problem with that becomes you were willing to believe the other side easily. And that was full of falsehoods, lies, and fear mongering. Here I am not trying to tell you, oh, you should come to the left, enjoy the cookies. I'm telling you, I just think what you're hearing is bullshit. And I would love to at least leave you with not trusting that and seeing through that it's like a propaganda machine that is making you, manufacturing a feeling for you. A lot stronger than what you think or hear the left is talking about with BLM and race riots and all this other shit. We can sit down and I can show you day in and day out what really happened in the world. But are you willing to hear that? Most people aren't. And I'm okay with that. But if Donald J. Trump is the undisputed leader of the Republican Party, then maybe you have something to talk about. Maybe there's something you need to get to doing. I'm just saying. Maybe.